spirit, God relate with men from the altar they built for him. Altar of sacrifice. So you can enjoy relationship with a spirit, help of a spirit, until you use your hand to build an altar for that spirit, and tell that spirit, I have raised an altar for you this year, and keep on servicing that altar. Spirit, if he's a God who does not relate with mortal outside the altar that they built for him by themselves. I have already built one. Now I want you to connect from here to raise your own from this altar. And keep on service. If you want to enjoy the blessings of that God freely, if you want that God to come to you, somebody is here. God who does not go to mortal men. He got to them from the altar. So anytime, David is the father of Solomon. But God never went to David like that to give him help. But Solomon, that was a baby, raised an altar for him. God went to Solomon to say, Solomon, from the altar you have built for me, I have come as a God to relate with you. What do you want me to do for you? God did not go to Solomon because Solomon is intelligent. He did not go to Solomon because Solomon is spiritual. He did not go to Solomon because Solomon is holy. He did not go to Solomon because Solomon is more communicate or more righteous before him. He went to Solomon because Solomon built an altar of sacrifice to invite him. So spirit, God relates to mortal men from the altar. Spirit, God who doesn't help men because they come to him. He helped men from knowing him. And until you build an altar of sacrifice. In that first king, 3 verse 4. Until Solomon understand how to get the help of a God. God won't give him that help. Yes.
Now the king went to Gibeon. To sacrifice there.
For
that was the great high place.
For there was a great high place.
Solomon offered 1,000.
Solomon offered 1,000. Solomon built an altar and offered 1,000 burnt sacrifice on where?
On the altar.
Can I hear you say where?
On the altar.
On altar, yes.
At Gibeon, the Lord appeared to Solomon.
Now, immediately, Solomon raised an altar for that king, that God. He called the name of that God and established an altar of sacrifice. The Bible says, in the night, that God that Solomon raised that altar for appeared to Solomon. No, he did not appear to fellowship with Solomon. He appeared to give help to a God. Nobody built an altar of sacrifice for a spirit that is not eating the food of that spirit. When you build an altar of a sacrifice for a spirit, you will become mystery in the eyes of men. It is not possible for men to understand you when you have built an altar. It is not possible for men to interpret you when you have built an altar of sacrifice for a spirit. You will become a mystery.